Hi guys, Shannon Davis, Image Property. Just wanted to give you the latest COVID-19 update. There's been less and less from me lately just because there's not so much new information to disperse every day. So I'm not wanting to panic people. You're getting the information as we're getting it from the front line. Just as this rolls on, there's less information to share, and most of it is on the positive side. So let's get started. It seems normality is returning back to the marketplace a bit. For instance, Image staff, we're all back working from the office. We're going to continue some social distancing with keys and inspections and things like that. But for the most part now, you will be getting better service because we're in the office and able to answer phones and do things that we weren't able to before. So that's a positive, and more it looks like that way in society. More cars on the roads, schools going back, some cafes and restaurants opening. So good news there. As the restrictions ease and there's no second spike, I think more and more confidence returns to the market and a more normalised world. Surprisingly, it's vacancy. That's my biggest worry. I always thought it was going to be arrears, but most people seem to be paying their rent on time or as much as they can, entering into agreements and doing pretty well with that. It's a good spirit of cooperation. But on the vacancy side, it's doubled. There's less genuine and urgency in the tenants out there. They've got a lot to choose from. It's an out-and-out tenants market, meaning they don't have to move. On the supply side, there's all the Airbnbs come back into the market. There's no interstate migration. So keeping your tenant on the same rent is absolutely winning. Renewing your lease is second best to that. And third, if you do become vacant, have a COVID price, not the pre-COVID price. Adjust your expectation to there. Otherwise, you'll be sitting long days on market and becoming stale and stigmatised. With sales, less sales, we expected that. It's only the real necessity sales like owner-occupiers moving in and out, and people that have sold, and people that were looking for a home, not an investment at the moment. So we've still seen transactions, but there's less of them. Threats from here, I think the biggest one for us now is the second spike. This thing's not over until a vaccine's found. But apart from that, the financial implications, September 30 is going to be a pain point because the moratorium on evictions, the repayment freeze, and a lot of the Centrelink monies will all sort of stop at that time, and that could be a pain point there. Also, I think a credit crunch is there. If you think that banks aren't lending to job seekers or job keepers, they're not lending really to hospitality, retail, or tourism. I think they're becoming a little bit harder to get money out, and that's going to be pretty difficult for us in a property market situation. Finally, this crisis doesn't discriminate. It's affecting owners and tenants. So if you're in a situation where you're feeling financial pain and your tenant's feeling financial pain, it's really something to take action early, because when repayments kick back in, if you can't afford things now, it's going to be even more difficult. So what I'm saying is it might be a better time to explore options now when there's like about half of the listings on the market, so less competition, and just ring and ask a few questions anyway, rather than leaving it too late and everyone jamming at the door at the same time. So that's my update for this week, guys. Stay safe. Any questions, always feel free to give us a call here, and we'll speak soon. Thanks. Bye for now.